Picture this. A young soccer player runs fast, ready to score. Imagine a teenage soccer player sprinting toward the goal. Then, out of nowhere, a hard foul. He falls, holding his leg. He is injured, out of the game. Suddenly, a rough tackle knocks him down. He clutches his leg and can't keep playing. But he does not give up. From the sidelines, he shouts to his team, "Keep going, don't stop." His words push them, but he stays strong. From off the field, he yells, "Keep going, don't quit." His voice drives them forward. They win. Strength is not always about the body. They succeed. Real power isn't only physical. Now imagine an AI robot built to be perfect. It tries to learn human feelings. Now picture a super smart robot made to be flawless. It wants to understand emotions. Love, anger, sadness. But it is too much. Its circuits break. The robot is injured inside. Love, anger, sadness overwhelm it. Its system overloads, and it feels damaged deep down. It might say, "Why is love so hard? I cannot process this." It could ask, "Why is love so difficult? I can't handle it." Emotions injure it like pressure injures a player's body. Pain comes in many forms. Feelings hurt it just as a forceful tackle hurts an athlete's body. Pain can appear in many ways. Let's dive into the word injure. It comes from Latin injuriare, meaning to do wrong or hurt. Let's explore this term. It comes from the Latin injuriare, which means to do wrong or cause harm. Long ago, Roman soldiers might say, "He injured me in battle." In ancient times, Roman fighters might exclaim, "He hurt me in war." Over time, the meaning grew. Injure now means to harm not just the body, but also feelings or pride. Over the years, the idea became bigger. This word means hurting not just the body, but also someone's emotions or dignity. "You injured my heart," someone might say after a betrayal. "You hurt my heart," a person might say when feeling betrayed. Think about the player. His injury is clear, physical pain. Remember the soccer player. His harm is obvious, a hurt body. You could say, "He injured his leg. It looks bad." But you might also say, "That foul injured his spirit." Maybe you say, "He hurt his leg. It looks serious." Or, "That tackle hurt his confidence." The robot's injury is different, not physical but mental. "This code injured my system," it might say. The robot's damage is different. It's in the mind. "This program messed up my core," it might say. Injure fits both moments, even when the pain is unseen. The word applies to both cases, even if the hurt is hidden. Injure is close to words like hurt or damage, but hurt feels softer. That word is similar to hurt or damage, but hurt sounds gentler. You hurt someone's feelings by accident. Injure feels stronger. It is often serious, even permanent. You might hurt a person's feelings without meaning to. The stronger term suggests something more severe, maybe long-lasting. For example, "You hurt my pride" sounds mild, but "you injured my pride" sounds deeper, more lasting. For example, "You hurt my pride" seems softer, but "you really damaged my pride" feels more intense. Injury leaves a mark, seen or unseen. A wound can stay with you, whether people see it or not. Where have you used the word injure? In sports, arguments, work? Imagine saying, "I injured my hand cooking." When have you used this strong term? During a game? In a fight? At work? Picture saying, "I hurt my hand while cooking." Or in a fight, "You injured my trust." Both real, both strong. Or in a conflict, "You broke my trust." Both are real and powerful. Someone might ask, "Did you get injured?" Or say, "Be careful. You might injure yourself." A person might ask, "Are you badly hurt?" Or warn, "Watch out. You could harm yourself." Injure brings attention, a warning. It is a sharp word, not soft. This term signals a serious problem. It's strong, not gentle. So, like the player and the robot, injury is more than cuts or bruises. It is also disappointment, confusion, or broken trust. So, similar to the athlete and the machine, harm isn't only about wounds. It can be feeling upset, lost, or betrayed. Injury changes things. It leaves a mark. Hurt changes your world. It leaves a trace. Next time you feel pain, body or heart, think of injure. Would you say, "This injured me"? Next time you have pain, physical or emotional, think of this word. Would you say, "This hurt me badly"? Or maybe, "I hope I never injure someone like this." Words matter, just like pain. Or, "I hope I never hurt someone in this way." What we say can be as strong as pain. Imagine standing on stage, lights too bright, crowd staring. Picture yourself on a platform, bright lights shining in your eyes, and everyone focused on you. You slip, not hurt, but inside. Ouch. Your pride takes the hit. Ever felt that? You lose your balance. Your body's okay, but deep down it stings. Your ego takes a blow. Sound familiar? You could say, "I injured my pride more than my ankle." Funny, right? You might joke, "I hurt my pride more than my foot." Pretty amusing, right? Injury is not always physical. Pride can be hurt too. Harm isn't always on the outside. Your pride can suffer as well. Kind of like when someone laughs at your ideas. It's like when people mock what you think. No cuts, no bruises, but your confidence? Injured. Same word, different pain. No scars on your skin, but your self-confidence? It's harmed. Same idea, different ache. Now picture a woman calling in sick. "I'm injured," she says, voice weak. Now imagine a woman phoning work saying, "I'm hurt," in a frail voice. But guess what? She's fine, just lazy. But guess what? She's totally okay, just doesn't want to work. Then karma strikes. She trips at the store, real injury this time. Then life catches up with her. She falls in a shop. This time, it's a real wound. Ironic, right? Life loves jokes. Strange twist, huh? Life sure knows how to tease us. She might say, "I never thought pretending would injure me for real." She might admit, "I never imagined faking it would truly hurt me." Injury here means harm. Physical, real, painful. That's its core meaning. Here, the damage is genuine. It affects the body and really hurts. That's the main point. But wait, injury is also about fairness. Hold on. Getting hurt can also be about what's fair and what's not. An injury can mean damage to truth, trust, feelings. Ever been betrayed? This type of harm can affect honesty, trust, or emotions. Have you ever felt betrayed? Imagine inventing something amazing. You trust your best friend. Picture yourself creating something incredible. You believe in your closest buddy. But then, boom, he steals your idea, not your arm, not your leg, your trust. Then, out of nowhere, he takes your idea. He doesn't break your bones, he breaks your faith. You could think, "He injured my trust more than my idea." You might say, "He hurt my faith more than my invention." That's real harm, right? And trust? It's fragile. That's true damage, right? And trust? It can shatter so easily. Injury changes depending on what's hurt. Body, mind, pride, trust. Harm shifts depending on what gets damaged. Your body, your thoughts, your ego, your belief in someone. All different, but all painful. You can injure more than just bones. They're each painful in their own way. You can harm more than just your body. When you trip, it's clear, you're hurt. When someone lies, it's hidden, but real. When you stumble, you can see the physical pain. When people deceive you, the hurt is invisible, but still there. Injury ties them together. Damage done. That harm links them. The damage is real. Next time you fall, you might laugh. "At least my dignity's injured, not my knee." Next time you trip, you might say, "At least my pride is bruised, not my leg." But when trust breaks, not so funny. But if your faith cracks, that's no joke. So where have you felt an injury that no one could see? So can you think of a time you felt pain nobody noticed? You might ask, did that injure your pride or just your mood? You might wonder, did that hurt your pride or just mess with your feelings? Remember, injury means harm, damage, pain, seen or unseen. Keep in mind, harm includes physical or emotional damage, whether visible or hidden. And sometimes the unseen hurts more. Funny how one word covers so much, right? And sometimes what you can't see hurts you the most. Crazy how a single idea holds so many meanings, right? Let me take you to a small courtroom. A man stands up pointing at his neighbor. Picture a tiny courthouse where one man suddenly jumps up and accuses the person next to him. He's clearly upset. He injured my lawn gnome. Sounds silly, right? He shouts, that guy messed up my garden statue. Kinda goofy, isn't it? But wait, that little broken gnome? It hit a rare diamond inside. But hold on. That small figure now cracked was hiding a precious stone. Now, the man's injury feels real. It's not just a garden decoration. So now the man's hurt feels genuine. It isn't just about a yard ornament anymore. It's about trust, value, and loss. Imagine you saying, you injured more than my gnome. It's about feeling betrayed and losing something precious. Picture yourself saying, you did more than just wreck my statue. You injured my peace. Where would you use that? You ruined my calm. In which situation would you say that? Maybe when someone breaks something important to you, even if it seems small. Ever felt that? Perhaps if somebody destroys something that matters to you, no matter how tiny it looks. Have you been there? Picture yourself as a knight returning from battle. You're tired, hurt, but proud. Imagine you're a warrior coming home from a war worn out, in pain, but still holding your head high. Then you see her, the princess, laughing with the jester. Suddenly you spot the princess smiling at the clown. Ouch! That injures your heart worse than any sword. That feeling stings your emotions more deeply than any blade. You might say, this injury cuts deeper than any wound. Ever felt heartache like that? You might say, this pain goes beyond any physical cut. Have you ever felt that kind of sadness? It's like losing something you fought for. Emotional injuries sting. It's as if you've lost what you struggled hard to keep. Emotional hurts really burn. Can you think of a time when words injured you more than actions? Can you recall a moment when someone's words hurt you more than anything physical? Like when someone says, you injured my trust, even if no one got hurt physically? Like if a person says, you broke my trust, even though nobody was harmed on the outside? Injuries aren't always seen, right? Not all wounds show up where we can see them, right? What if a hacker breaks into a company's system, not to steal money, but to injure a CEO's pride? Sounds like revenge, huh? Imagine a hacker sneaking into a firm's network not for cash, but to damage the big boss's ego. Feels like payback, doesn't it? Remember me from high school? The hacker might say. The hacker might ask, hey, recall me from our school days? You injured my confidence back then. Now, I injure your reputation. You crushed my self-esteem back then, so now I'm wrecking your good name. Ever wanted to injure someone's ego after they hurt yours? Have you ever thought about striking someone's pride after he or she made you feel bad? It's like saying payback time. Injuries can be about pride, not just bodies. It's basically saying time for revenge. Hurts can target dignity, not only your body. So how would you use it? Maybe your words injured my confidence. Emotional bruises, right? So where might you say this? Perhaps, what you said really hurt how I feel about myself. Emotional bruises are real, right? See how injure isn't just about broken bones? Notice how getting hurt isn't just about physical damage. It can be about broken trust, hurt hearts, or damaged pride. Injuries happen in many ways. It can also involve shattered trust, an aching heart, or hurt dignity. These pains come in all forms. You could say, that joke injured my pride, or his betrayal injured my trust. You might say, that joke embarrassed me, or he destroyed my sense of security. Even a gnome's injury can mean more than it seems. Even a smashed little figure might carry deeper meaning. So, next time you feel hurt, ask yourself, is it my body, my feelings, or my pride that's injured? And how would you tell someone? So, the next time you feel pain, think, is it physical, emotional, or about your pride? How would you let somebody know? Hey, you injured me isn't always about a scratch. Hey, you hurt me doesn't always refer to a physical cut. It can be about any pain someone causes. Injure a small word, big impact. It covers every kind of hurt someone might cause. One short-term, huge power. Ever felt crushed when someone called your hard work just fine? Have you ever felt really bummed out when someone described all your effort as just okay? It's like you're left wondering why they don't see how much you gave. Picture a chef hearing "it's okay" after hours in the kitchen. Imagine a cook who's been sweating over a meal for hours only to hear, "it's all right." That can leave him feeling let down. It's not a cut or burn, but it stings. It won't slice your skin or scorch you, but it gives you a sharp ache inside. You could say, his pride was injured more than his hand ever could be. You might say, his ego was hurt much more than his hand could ever be. Like a small insult that stays in your head. It's like a tiny jab that keeps replaying in your mind. Where have you felt this? At school, at work, with friends? Have you felt this before? Maybe in class, at your job, or hanging out with your pals. Maybe you'd say, I worked so hard and all I got was not bad. That injured my pride. Perhaps you'd say, I tried so hard, but all I got was not bad. That really hurt my sense of worth. Pride injuries are like small cuts to your confidence, but they don't heal fast. When someone damages your pride, it feels like little scratches on your self-belief that take a long time to go away. They remind us words can hurt too. They show us that what people say can also be painful. Now, imagine being on a reality show. The prize? $1 million. Picture yourself on a TV contest where you could win $1 million. The challenge? Fake an injury that seems real. The goal? Pretend you have some kind of physical harm that looks totally convincing. I sprained my ankle saving a cat from a tree, someone might say. Someone might boast, I twisted my foot rescuing a kitten from a high branch. Another could whisper, I injured my back lifting a car. Another might murmur, I messed up my back trying to lift a whole car. No blood, no bruises, but each story tries to pull sympathy. No visible damage, no marks, yet every tale is meant to earn pity. Have you ever exaggerated a problem to get attention? Have you ever blown up a small issue just so people would look your way? You could admit, yeah, I might have said I was sick once to skip school. That's a tiny, harmless injury, right? You might confess, sure, I claimed I wasn't feeling well so I could avoid going to class. That's a small and pretty harmless bit of acting, right? Here, injure feels playful, almost funny. It shows how this word can fit both serious and silly moments. In this situation, saying someone got hurt sounds more like a joke. It shows how the same idea can be used in both important and lighthearted ways. Think of a spelling bee. You're one letter away from winning. Imagine you're in a big spelling contest, just one correct letter from the top prize. You hear the buzzer. Wrong. That injures your perfect streak. You hear the buzzer and realize you missed it. That breaks your flawless record. Your grandma's face says it all. Ouch. Not your body, but your heart. That injured my confidence, you might say. Your grandma's expression tells you everything. Ouch. It's not your body that's harmed, but your feelings. You might say, that really shook my self-esteem. Ever felt that? A small mistake that stays in your head longer than it should? Have you had that happen? A tiny slip-up that rattles around in your mind for way too long? You might think, I could have won, but one mistake injured my chances. You might feel, I was so close, but just one error ruined my chance to win. Like the chef's pride or the show's fake hurts, this injury is invisible but real. Words, losses, or moments can injure. It's just like the cook's hurt pride or those pretend aches on the show. You can't see it, but it's definitely there. What we say and do can really affect someone deep down. It's not always about physical pain. Injuries can touch your mind, pride, or even your reputation. It's not just about your body feeling pain. Emotional harm can hit your confidence, your ego, or even how others see you. Let's step into a novelist's world. His first book is out. Let's dive into a writer's life. He just published his debut novel. Exciting, right? But critics tear it apart. Every bad review injures his pride. Pretty thrilling, huh? Yet critics shred his work, and every negative remark deeply hurts his self-esteem. Imagine an artist's work ripped in half at a gallery. You wonder, was it an accident? Picture a painting torn in two at an exhibit. Makes you wonder if it was just a mistake. Or did the artist feel injured by harsh opinions? Or maybe the artist felt deeply hurt by cruel feedback. A tired doctor treats broken bones every day. But today he chooses to heal hearts and minds. A worn-out physician usually fixes fractures, but this time he's focusing on emotions too. Injuries are not always visible, right? Not all wounds can be spotted, right? Have you ever had your dreams injured by words? Maybe someone said, "You'll never make it." Have your hopes ever been crushed by someone's comment? Like when someone says, "You won't succeed"? You could say, "That injured my confidence, but I'll keep going." You might say, "That really hurt my self-belief, but I'm not quitting." The novelist might think, "Every word injured me, but I'll write again." The writer might confess, "Each comment hurt me deeply, but I'll still keep creating." Injure here means deep hurt, like a cut, but inside. Here, it refers to serious harm like a hidden wound under the surface. At the gallery, the artist might say, "He never understood my art." In the gallery, the creator could say, "He just didn't get my work." His words injured my soul. Injure means harm, but not always physical. His remarks hurt me at my core. This kind of harm isn't always something you can see. You can ask, when have I felt this kind of injury? Maybe after a harsh comment? You might wonder, when have I felt that kind of hurt? Maybe after some stinging words. Injure can be about pride, feelings, or trust. This harm can affect your dignity, emotions, or confidence. The doctor's story is different. "I fix broken arms, but broken hearts need care too," he might say. The doctor's situation is unique. "I mend fractured limbs, but fragile emotions need healing too." Injure here is more emotional. In this context, it's about emotional pain. Think of a time you felt unseen. You could say, "It injured me when no one noticed my effort." Recall a moment you felt invisible. You might say, "It really hurt when nobody recognized my hard work." It's like a wound, but inside. It's like a cut, but hidden under the surface. The novelist's pain and the artist's hurt are alike. The writer's struggle is quite similar to the painter's anguish. Both were injured by criticism, but pain can spark something new, like the novelist's next book. They both felt damaged by negative remarks, yet that hurt can ignite fresh ideas like the writer's upcoming novel. You might say, "I was injured by failure, but it pushed me harder." Injury can lead to growth, right? Perhaps you'd say, Failure hurt me, but it drove me forward. Pain can bring progress, right? The artist's revenge shows how injury can change us. The painter's payback shows how being hurt can transform us. You might think, injury made me bitter, or it made me stronger. Which would you choose? You could wonder, did this harm make me resentful, or did it toughen me up? Which way would you go? You injured my trust, someone might say. Injure means damage, like breaking something delicate. Someone might say, you ruined my trust. It's like destroying something fragile. The doctor reminds us that not all injuries are seen. Pain inside matters too, he might tell you. The physician points out that not all harm is visible. Inner pain counts too, he could say. Have you ever thought, no one sees my injury? Have you ever felt nobody notices my pain? You could say, I feel injured when people ignore my feelings. You might say, I feel really hurt when folks dismiss how I feel. This injury is invisible but real. That type of damage is hidden but definitely real. All these stories show injury in many ways: physical, emotional, mental. All these examples reveal how people can be hurt in their bodies, their feelings, or their minds. Injury means harm, but it can also mean change. What injuries shaped you? Hurt can mean damage, but it can also mean transformation. Which painful moments shaped your path? Next time, you might say, this injured me, but I'll heal. Next time, you could say, this hurt me, but I'll recover. Injure is not just about wounds, it's about feeling hurt, but growing too. It's not only about cuts, it's about being hurt, yet finding a way to move forward.